Most wheels readers are auto enthusiasts, and as such, we just love our wheels. Whether that be sedans, sports cars, muscle cars, out and out supercars, pickup trucks, whatever, we love our cars. Now, we also like to make them look unique. We want to be different from the rest of the crowd. So there's a number of options we have to give us that uniqueness. We can put body kits on the car, super duper wheels and tires. We can do decals, custom paint jobs, or there's another option now, vehicle wrap. I've brought my little Hyundai here to Unique Vehicle Wraps, and they're going to show me how to make my little ride look unique. So let's see how they do it. So that's alcohol to clean the surface of the paint to prepare it for the application of the vinyl?
Yep, it's the absolute final process we do before applying film. There's a 99% isopropyl. Removes any kind of residue and tree sap and things like that. Dust, debris. So the difference in these two types of vehicle wrapping is quite simple. There's vehicle wrapping and then there's personalization wrapping. What we're working with here today is a pressure sensitive film that's printable. So it comes on white stock. It's put through a piezo inkjet printer, whether it be a Mamaki, a Muto, a Roland, a Seiko. Ink is then transferred onto the 3M films. They're then dried for a day or two to flash off any solvents that are residual in the inks. Then it's put through a laminator, it's what we call cold rolled lamination. Once it's laminated, it's now protected with that laminate from abrasion and cleaning and things like that. Now the personalization films are a little bit different. Those are pre-ready films right out of the box. We call them 1080 series. That's the stuff for guys that are really into carbon fiber, flat blacks, flat grays, flat whites, brushed aluminums, military green flats, things like that that are made from 3M directly, and then they're right out of the box ready to go. We don't have to print on them, and we also don't have to laminate them. So again, they're two different areas, and pricing does change as well, because now we're not dealing with inks and things like that. So, you know, always check with your print shop or your sign shop that you're working with to make sure that you're getting what you're looking for. You're looking for a commercial vehicle wrap that you're going to design for your company, or you're going to look for a personalization wrap to sort of change the look of your existing vehicle, mainly for color. Okay, so this one here is an actual vehicle wrap. Notice I've done that whole half of the roof, and I've let this sit here. And this has been sitting here for about 15 minutes, and you notice it's still not sticking. Right? Again, that's, I don't want to over push it, but that's that control tack. That's what installers love. We can sheet something off and it just sort of floats there on those microscopic glass pieces. So whenever we're cutting on vehicles, we're cutting on people's expensive cars, $30,000, $40,000 vehicles. We never want to cut their paint, obviously. So in 3M, the term is scoring film. We're literally going through the laminate and the film, and the adhesive holds integrity. And we used to practice this on latex balloons. That's how 3M trained us. They would blow up a balloon, one of those ones the kids bounce with elastic. They would put film on them, and they would make a score film, lift it off the balloon, and separate itself. That's the pressure that you use when you're trimming on people's cars. And I'm going to demonstrate that. You need a sharp tip, okay, very sharp. We always snap before every cut, and we never pull up with our pinky or push down with our finger on a substrate. It's the weight of the knife. Scoring, it will hold integrity, and it will release itself, okay?
Hey Brandon, we have a Tesla Model S here. And obviously it's going through a different process than my car. Can you explain to our viewers what your company is doing with this Model S Tesla?
Absolutely, Ian. Here at Unique, as Ian just mentioned, his vehicle is actually done on a digital print. It's a vehicle wrap. It's a little bit different than what's happening to this Tesla. This Tesla is actually going to be going through a full color change. We call that personalization. And 3M's got a whole line of personalization vinyls that are out of box ready to go. And as you notice, we've got some different carbon fibers, whites, blacks, anthracite, as well as all their flat colors, flat military green, flat silver, of course flat pink, everybody's got to have the flat pink, flat metallic blue, and also a lot of their brushed aluminums. They're brushed titanium, they're brushed black. So these films are personalization films. And as you notice, we have a preferred installer here today, Mike Holman, working on this, and he's taking a white Tesla and he's changing it teal. And this is a color change. This customer wants to see his Tesla different than everybody else in Ontario. He's going with a color that's very corporate to him, that follows his business, as well as his other vehicles that he has wrapped. Now this Tesla is a little different than what your car is, Ian. Mike is wrapping everything individually, as you notice. The fender will be done separately than the door, then the other door, the edges are all curled. So at the end of the day, we don't see any white. There'll be no white visible to the customer. He's changing his color completely.
Now, what is the advantage of this compared to simply repainting the whole car?
Absolutely, there's lots of advantages to this. As I mentioned already, it sets him apart from his customers or his friends down the street that have the same car, as well as it protects the vehicle from a lot of sun fade UV, as well as tree sap and bird droppings, stone chips, abrasions. So when he takes this car 3 years down the road and pulls this off, he can sell this Tesla as a white car again, mint. And that's really key to a lot of these car lovers. They want to stand out differently, but also protect their vehicle for down the road when they think about resale. So that's one of the advantages for sure, Ian, on doing the personalization. So we had talked about how to treat this like you would paint on vehicle wrapping, but there is kind of some limitations that we have. We really recommend washing to be done in your driveway, garden hose and a soap and sponge, very lightly fanning it off, not to get under those edges or start penetrating water and all the seams. If you can't do it in your driveway, say it's in the middle of winter, we recommend to go to the do-it-yourself one, where the foaming brush, you do it with soap and water, and you stand back from a distance and gently fan it off with cool water. We don't recommend the touchless or the high-pressure car washes. And the main reason for that, everybody, is because they use hot water and high pressure. And hot water and high pressure is how we remove a lot of films. We hire guys to come in on trailers and fleet applications and remove graphics with a high pressure wand and hot water. So I would never recommend a good customer of mine to be continually going through car washing, because effectively he's taking his wrap off, and that's not a good thing. So again, hand wash or the do-it-yourself, very gently fanning it off. And this wrap should last for Ian years to come if he treats it properly.
I'm Ian Law for wheels.ca at Unique Vehicle Wraps here in Whitby, paying homage to my Scottish heritage and making my ride look unique.